What is up, guys? Shinchi42 here. In today's video of Rise of Kingdoms, we're going to talk about the GC event. If you guys have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you guys do for regular Rise of Kingdoms contents. Alright guys, so the GC event, we're defeating barbarians in here. Now as soon as I defeat this, you will see that I'm going to obtain some lotus in here. I'll read that to you guys as soon as we defeat this level 24 barbarians. Alright. Let's see. I have 150 lotus flower lamp. Now, how does that translate to the event? Let's go to the Lotus War. You can see I have an individual score of 150. Let's take a look at the event here. You guys can see Lotus War. I have now an individual score here that is 150. Now I'm going to be claiming this, and I'm going to explain to you guys how this event actually works. Now for this event, when you defeat barbarians, there's certain tier of barbarians and you will get different amount of lamps. Now for those lamps, you have to send one march, and that one march is going to be the one that accumulates points. So I think it's number 2 right here. Alright, Lotus Flower lamps can be accumulated by defeating multiple barbarian troops with a single army without returning home. This total will reset once the army returns home to your city. So what does that mean, right? What that means is that as long as I am here in the battlefield defeating the barbarians, it would keep on accumulating. So as soon as I defeat this 24, it would accumulate to currently right now is going to be 150, so it would go to 160. I would get 10 points each by defeating the 21 to 25. Hypothetically, I send my troop home. Once I send my troop home, that's going to be my highest score. Will be 150. Then I have to send my troops out again. Once I send my troops out and try to defeat more barbarians, what's going to happen is that I have to start from the bottom. It's going to reset until you accumulate that threshold of points that you guys have accumulated already. Now, one thing that I can suggest to you guys is to use a expansion. I have only 25%, but if I had 50%, use a 50% for this event if you're competing for it. Send out your best commander. If you have Richard, I suggest to send out Richard because he can heal. So I'm using YSG and Richard and YSG so that I can, when I find a clump of barbarians in here, I would just going to be dragging and just, like this. I can do a drag and get everyone in the YSG circle so I don't have to use a lot of action points by defeating them. So make sure you guys are actually going to stay on the battlefield for a long time in here. Be prepared for it. Now, if you are going to be sending 2 march because you're having a difficulty on defeating the barbarians, make sure the ones that is actually accumulating the points are the ones that are going to attack it first, and you can use the second one to support that primary march that you have. But for me, since I'm relatively strong, my commanders are relatively good, I'm just going to be sending out 1 march so I can just maximize my action point as well. So you can see I'm going to drag this in here. You see we got that level 23 there, and then we're going to get this level 20 as well, and we're going to camp there. So cool. So we've tackled that event now, the Lotus War. Now let's go ahead and talk about this Magpie Bridge. You can unlock this second column by spending 7k gems. Is it worth it? Yes, it is worth it, because at the end, if you can get to the level 25, you can get a lot of legendary commander sculpture. Now you can get this small flower lantern by defeating barbarians, and it's similar to the strategic reserve event. Let's take a look in here. So similar to strategic reserve event, you guys already know that. Collect resources from the map, city collection, and then defeating barbarians, right? And then you can get those to donate in here. I have 92 lanterns right now, so if you can get up to the level 25 because you grinded a lot, then you can maximize this event, and that 7k is worth it. I'm sure there's going to be an event where they will sell more of these small flower lanterns, and I'm sure there's also going to be a recharge event for that one, so keep an eye on that one. It usually comes after 2 days of this event or 3 days. Okay, so what's next in here that we can talk about? This one, you guys have seen this event. This is very common in Rise of Kingdoms. It's a day-to-day progression. Just log in, collect all these, you know, gather resources, and then at the end you will get some speed ups in here, I believe, and also get some epic commander sculptures. So you guys can see I have 3 more marches, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to be gathering instead. Make sure that I can maximize on getting those Lotus stuff. Is it Lotus? No, I forgot. Right? In the Magpie Bridge, yeah. Actually, small flower lantern. So, all right. So we're gonna gather, gather, so we can get more. And then, also don't forget, guys, when you are going to unlock this this column, you can also get the permanent city theme. So that's something that I may actually go for, just because it looks pretty cool. If you're looking into the city theme, go here to your city hall, and you can see it looks pretty damn cool. So I might just get it, and I know it's going to be buff for cavalry, and I'm more of an archer. So I'm, you know, when during war, I will just have to switch to, you know, to the Frozen City and keep this during peacetime, so I can just have a cool city. So that's something that you guys may want to, you know, reason why you want to purchase that 7K gem if you want that design. So I'm still going to see how I'm going to progress before I purchase 7K gems in here. So yeah, there we go. So my other advice for you guys is to use your enhanced gathering speed, and also use all the boosts that you guys have, so that when you guys are collecting into the city, you guys have that boost. So you can also get, you can see that I just received a mail here. You can get these items, and then you can open those up, and you will get those small flower lantern to be able to donate in this event. All right, so guys, there we go. I'm just going to keep on defeating some barbarians. I'm going to keep my Richard here on the battlefield. I will try to defeat that are, you know, barbarians that are from 21 to 25, so I can get 10 points each. I don't know, what do you guys think if this event is a little bit better for free to play, since, you know, it's mainly action point anyways, but it's still, at the end, depends on the commanders. You know, the stronger commanders are, the, you know, the more that they can stay in the, you know, in the open field and defeat barbarians. But free to play can definitely grind this out. You know, because pay to wins usually are, you know, they're pay to wins because they don't have a lot of time. You know, and I've met a lot of free to play that have so much time, which is awesome, and you can actually grind it out and compete against pay to win in this one. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think. What is your opinion? Curious to know what you guys think about this event. Do you guys actually like it or not? Do you guys think, on your own opinion, it's worth it? Because, you know, I can say one thing to me that it's worth it, but it could be, you know, not worthy for you guys. I don't know yet if I'm going to go ahead and purchase my next Benjamin video. I don't know if I'm going to purchase the bundles yet, so I'm debating on that one, depending on how I'm going to progress in here. So another advice I want to give you guys is find a uncrowded area and send your troops in there. So here's probably a good area. So if I look in here, there should be, well, there's more resources in here, but you can see there's more barbarians in here. So I'm gonna go in there, and then since I have YSG, I'm gonna try to do a barbarian chain and get all of them, so that, you know, I can save some action points when I'm trying to do all of this. All right, guys, I think this event is pretty cool. I like it, and I really like the Lotus War. This is new in Rise of Kingdoms. Usually we see events like this that gives this rewards are going to be using action, using speed ups. The Now or Never event, Lord of War, research event, and then building event. But this time they're putting action points. So it is a very interesting event, having to use action points to compete for this. And then we're having KVK where we also need to use action points. But also in the KVK, in the Past Glory event, you can donate gems to get more action points. So I'll let you guys piece that together. Very interesting. Just kind of want to point that out. Just, you know, it came to me while I'm doing this video. Thought I'd mention that. Another thing here is that if you guys see the top players and you're not in a secured kingdom or in a peaceful kingdom, just hey, you know, defeat that march and send it back home, so they have to restart from the beginning. So if you see that top player and you're still in the early stages of the kingdom, go defeat that, send them back home, and hopefully you keep on winning. I mean, it's a competitive game, right? Competitive, make it as competitive as it is. Send those top players back home. But since we are in the very secure kingdom here in 228, that's something that should never happen. That'll be funny if that does happen, though. But yeah, that's one way for you guys to kind of win the event, is to find the top player and send them back home. It means what's going to happen is they have to restart from the beginning, and that's going to cost them a lot more action points. So that's one strategy you guys can do to win the event. Also, guys, don't forget to take the rune that will give you action point recovery, okay? Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed the content here. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if this is a competitive for free-to-play players or not. I know there's a good amount of free-to-play players in this channel, and also I know school is back, so a lot of the free-to-play players were probably going back to school also, so the event is going to be a little bit difficult for you guys to grind when you guys have school. And but hey, focus on school first, right? Life first, game second. Gotta be honest with this. Anyway, I will see you guys again next time. Let me know your progression here. Let me know what is your current points right now, and are you going to be winning this event in your kingdom? And when you do win, come back to this video and let me know and brag about it. Anyway, I'll see you guys again next time.